Hello there. You might have seen an email like this recently, or you might have heard about a new tax check HMRC is asking for. Starting from the 4th of April 2022, HMRC is asking certain people to do a tax check before they apply for a new license or renew an existing one. This applies to you if you are a private hire driver, a taxi driver, a scrap metal site, or a scrap metal collector. When you apply for a license, whether it's your first time or not, HMRC will ask you to do a tax check to make sure your tax affairs are in order. This video here is a guide on how to do that. This video is designed for clients of cab accounting, but we hope it's helpful to anyone who needs to do this tax check. This video is not expert tax advice, and we would always recommend you ask for professional help if you have any questions. Happily, cab accounting are tax professionals who specialize in self-assessment, and we recommend you give them a call or pop in should you need any extra help or advice. We'll go to Cab Accounting's website now to start this guide off. First, we'll go to the top part which says Tax Check. There's our phone number, which you can ring for a free consultation, and a bit more detail below about the tax check itself, including some information on what to get started with. To do this tax check, you need a personal tax account using a government gateway ID. We've made a separate guide video on how to do this, which is included on this channel. Let's assume you've done that preparation, so we'll click this link to start with the tax check itself. This website has some extra guidance and details about the tax check, including the information you'll need to do one. When you're ready to start, click the green Start Now button. This brings us to the Government Gateway sign-in page. You should have your Government Gateway 12-digit number ID with you and your password. If you've forgotten your Government Gateway ID, you can find it in the email inbox of the email you used to sign up. If you've forgotten your password, you can get help by clicking the link on the page, I have forgotten my password. Once you have your sign-in details ready, simply enter them in, and once you're done, click the green sign-in button. After this, HMRC should send a 6-digit access code to your mobile phone, so make sure you've got your mobile phone with you, and once it arrives, simply enter it in to the box saying access code. You might want to check the box that says remember me for 7 days. Once you're done with that, you can click continue. In some cases, HMRC asks you to further confirm your identity. Now, if you've signed up with a personal tax account before and you verified your identity, you can use those same confirmation details to confirm your ID again. In this video, we're going to say we've done that and we're going to move on. HMRC will ask then that you confirm your details. Once you've done that, you can click the green continue. Now, the actual tax check begins. HMRC will ask you a few questions. Question 1 asks about the type of license you're applying for. You should choose the one that applies to you. This video is made for drivers, so we have chosen the top option. If you drive any vehicle and you use it to transport passengers as your job, this is the one you should pick. Now, question 2 asks you how many years ago you got your first license. Make sure you are describing the first license you got and not your most recent one. If this is your first license, select 0 to 2 years and move on. And now, question 3, we talk about your most recent license. How long was it valid for? Select the option that applies to you and then continue. This next question asks you about how you pay tax. When answering, remember the time period they're asking you to give an answer for. At the time this video was recorded, it was the time from April 2020 to April 2021. So they want to know how you pay tax on the income that you've earned with this license. If you paid tax through an employer and they gave you a pay slip with tax taken away, choose option 1. If you are self-employed and you file a tax return, choose option 2. If you do both, choose option 3. If you had no tax to pay from using this license, choose option 4. If you are self-employed for some or all of the time you use this license for, they will then ask you if you included the income you earned using this license in your tax return. And this is, remember, your tax return for the period 2020 to 2021. Once you're done with that, you can click continue. Now you'll be given the chance to check your answers and make sure they are all filled out correctly. If any of them are wrong, click on the change next to them and it will take you back so you can put in the right information. Now, if you've done everything right, you should now be able to see your tax code. It's a 9-digit code and you should keep it so you can give it to your licensing authority when you apply for your license. And you can print and you can save and you can copy this, but if you don't, using the link that we've provided in the beginning of this video, you can log in again and it will be shown to you. There is an expiry date for this code, so if you leave it alone long enough, you may have to apply for a new one. Now, one common problem here is that people have applied too recently for self-assessment, so they should wait until they get their tax reference number or UTR number before they undergo this tax check, because it might not be on the system yet. Thank you very much for watching this video. We hope you found it very helpful, and if you have any more specific questions or you need extra help, please do not hesitate to get in touch with us. This video was made by Cab Accounting for Cab Accounting clients, and for those curious, it was used with OpenShot Video Editor.